Hi craft friends, Emily back with you today, and I'm going to be showing you how to use your Fiskars trimmer. So this is the 12-inch trimmer, which means it just fits a 12 by 12 piece of paper, which I love. This is the trimmer I've always used pretty much my whole crafting career per se. All right, so I did want to show you before I started filming, I ripped some of this plastic, and then I realized I've had this trimmer for years and years and years, that this is most likely supposed to come off. So go ahead and peel your plastic off. And you know what this is gonna do? I've, been a little bit messy, and I had some like distress sprays and stuff on here. So isn't that nice? I wanted to confess that to you, but look how nice that looks. It's super clean, and I love my Fiskars trimmer because it's always nice and sharp. It's easy to cut, especially with those bigger scrapbook pages, like we're doing 12 by 12s. I like to use 12 by 12 papers for card making as well, so that's always helpful. So today I'm just going to kind of go through a couple of tricks and tips just to help you with your Fiskars trimmer, just certain things that maybe you didn't know about it. So up here we have a little slot that slides back and forth. So this is on the left side to unlock this to bring it open, and on here's the blade. And so the reason you might want this locked is if you have kids or anything like that, you can move it, push it over to the side, and it locks that, so you're not lifting it up and it just stays put. So that's a nice little feature there that I didn't know about till this year. And this side also opens up. Look how cool this is. So this opens up. Again, did not know about this till last year. Again, I've had this for like a good solid 10 years or so, and it's still very sturdy. I haven't had to buy a new one. And so I just wanted to show you my blade is actually dulling a little bit. So what you do, what's nice about the Fiskars trimmer is there's a straight edge on each side. So there's a little bit of a lip down here and up here. Here we go, up here you can see. So let's say you wanted something 10 inches long in length here. So you put it up to the 10-inch mark, and you can butt it up against, just make sure it's all nice and smooth up against that edge. Bring your blade down and then cut it up. So look at how, so notice how this has such a rough edge. There's nothing wrong with my trimmer. The blade just needs to be replaced. So see how rough that is? So here I have my pack I just bought. So this is really nice because it comes with the replacement blade, but it also comes with a scoring blade. So I'm going to show both of those for you today. I was using this, so it usually has like a little protective cover you take off. So to replace the blade, down here, so this is all tight, and then down here there is a little opening. You can see it's like a little bit of a notch, and you just go by that notch and lift it up. Sorry, I'm trying to do it one-handed. Go by the notch, lift up like that. So this is the old blade. I'm going to put that aside, and then the new one, it just clips right in like that. And there we go, slide. So let's look at the difference between these two edges. And look at that. Is that crazy? So here's the nice new clean edge. If this happens to your trimmer, there's nothing wrong with your trimmer, you just have to replace your blade. This is the edge we did with that dulled blade, which is great if you want to do some distressing. You could save that and use it as like a distressing tool. But anyway, yes, so here, this is really just the basics of it. Just trimming, sliding it up and down the actual trimmer. So I want to use these background markings here, and these are just little templates. So the 5x7, these are just like card base covers. So the covers that you would do for the front of card bases to kind of show the measuring there. So let's go to the 7 line, and then I also want to show you there is a wire here. So you can see that wire, see if you can see it better. There's just a very thin line, and that's where it's gonna cut. And that's the one thing I really like about my Fiskars trimmer, is it's cutting right on that wire. Here is the 5. All right, so I'm just going to cut that, and then you can see here, look how cool this is. You can kind of see, just to test, like here's the 5x7. I actually probably could trim it a little bit down, right? So down, and then you can get these really thin slices as well with your Fiskars trimmer, which I really love because without any tearing, especially with that new blade. Yeah, and then you can see this is like a 5x7 card base. So that's what these are for. These help you to kind of figure that out. And I actually don't usually keep this open, but I did want to show you, this is some velvet paper I have from Doodlebug that I got a long time ago, and I love using it for specialty dyes and whatnot, but it's quite thick. It's a lot thicker than like 80 pound or whatever, because it is like almost like a fabric. I just wanted to show you how well that trims. Look at how nicely. It does leave a little bit of like the actual fuzz, but it's a nice straight cut. So that's a benefit of this trimmer for sure. So let me show you, I'm just going to swap this out for the, I'm excited about this because I haven't had this in a while. This is for the scoring blade. So you can see that this blade is dulled. It's just rounded, and you saw that that had the little protective covering on it, which your other blade will as well when you buy those. So this is great for obviously card making when you want to score. So I have my Emily Moore Designs paper. Let's use some bike paper. That one I already folded. Here we go. So this is an 8.5 by 5.5 card base already cut for you. So all we need to do is find the halfway point. So typically what I would do is put it up against this edge, and I love the edges for this, and fold it. But I want to show you the scoring ability. Okay, so we're going to line this up with the 4 1/4, which is going to be right here. This is the half in between the 4 and the 5, and the quarter is the longest one here. So quarter, half, 3/4. So we're just going to take our score blade and press it down. You can do it a couple times, and you can see that line, and voila, that was great. Cool. So obviously you do it this way. Nice, you can see that score line. That worked really well. I actually have not used that before, so I'm really excited about that tool. Make sure you subscribe to see any more crafty tool tutorials. I love doing these beginner-friendly ones, and let me know what you want to see next. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe for any more crafty tool tutorials. Tool tutorial?